Welcome to the instructions for the networking workshop. We live in a connected world in which human interactions, information gathering, learning, entertainment, and more are dependent upon digital communications, and those communications travel via networks. In this workshop, participants will learn how information goes across a network, such as the internet, to travel from a source to a destination. After completing the activities in this workshop, participants should be able to demonstrate how routers communicate with each other. They should be able to describe how routers create routing tables. They should be able to determine how routers make routing decisions. And they should be able to demonstrate a packet crossing a given network topology. The materials for this workshop are the Find a Friend worksheets, Network Communications tutorial, Network Topology answer key, 4 router cards, 1 for each city in the topology, 4 routing information cards, 1 for each routing information packet, large room, masking tape or rope to create the network, rulers, and pencils and pens. You may want to watch some of the links under the instructor training to familiarize yourself with the routing and networking process before actually running the workshop. The first activity in this workshop is called Find a Friend's House. In this activity, you're going to give each person a Finding a Friend's House activity worksheet, a ruler, and a pencil or pen. Instruct participants that they have to figure out which is the shortest path to get from Chelsea's to Samantha's house. There are 4 possible routes they could take to get from one house to the other. All of the possible routes are listed in the table on the worksheet. The participants should use the rulers to measure the distance for each of the routes in centimeters and enter those distances in the table. Once they have determined the shortest path between the 2 homes, explain that this is similar to how information is transmitted across the internet. The next activity is called Finding Facebook. In this activity, you will create the network using either the masking tape or the rope. Unlike the situation in Activity 1, the routers on the internet are not given a roadmap. Instead, the routers have to create their own maps. Prior to the session, the router cards should be placed on the floor according to the network topology. You should also write in a city on the routing information packets. There should be at least 1 routing information packet for each city. If there are enough participants, additional packets can be assigned to the routers. Simply follow the steps in the procedure to run through the Finding Facebook activity. The last activity will require participants to fill out the routing table on their cards. This is pretty simple. Simply run through the steps under the procedures to have the participants fill out the tables on their routing cards. At the end of all the activities, be sure to have a discussion about what the participants learned and what they liked most about the activities. This concludes the instructions for the networking workshop. It should be a great and fun activity for both the facilitator and participants involved.